Hey, what's up you guys? Yes, welcome back to my channel. We're starting out with NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in white. This is to map out the triangle. But first, actually, we're going to be using Elmer's glue stick to glue down my eyebrows. You've seen me do this in a few videos now, but I just go back and forth through my brows and then brush it through until they're laying flat. And then I set them with RCMA No Color Powder and then color correct with the NYX color corrector in orange and then set it again. Now we're ready for the NYX pencil. So I started out by mapping out the 3 points of a triangle. So at the very top of my head is the point of the triangle. Then I did on 2 dots along my jawline on either side. And then it's pretty much connecting the dots from there. I wanted to try and make it look as flat as possible on a round surface. That's hard. So I kept it a little higher up in the middle and dipped it down at the edges so that from the front it would look a little more like a flat object. Now for the letters. Now this was difficult. So to do this and for it to translate on camera and in pictures correctly, I had to write them backwards on my face and in the opposite direction. Like we all read from left to right, I had to do it from right to left. The letters themselves had to be backward. I feel like my S isn't exactly on point like his logo, but you know. Now, once you have the letters mapped out, you're going to use Mehron's Paradise Paint in black. It's a water-activated paint, and I'm using a foundation brush from Real Techniques. I'm going over top of the triangle that I had already mapped out, and inside of it, just don't get any black on the letters. We're going around the letters and keeping them white. I'm working in really small sections here. This foundation brush is pretty small, but I end up switching to a Morphe E19 brush to apply the black in more detailed spaces. Today's conspiracy is that a weird girl from a small town in Ohio is obsessed with Shane Dawson. It's not a theory. It's true. I am so freaking proud of you, Shane. If by any chance you would ever watch this, I am so proud of you. I've watched Shane for years, like from the beginning, and he and I are like the same age. We've been through a lot of the same trauma. Some, daddy issues, abuse, weight gain, and weight loss. I lost 120 pounds, so I know how all of that feels. And I was the fat kid in high school, too. I have depression and anxiety and have been suicidal, so, I relate to Shane so much, and I've kind of gone on the same journey as him, almost around the same time. Like, we lost weight around the same time. It's weird. I'm just so happy for all of his success. Now this paint does dry down, but I do end up setting it under my eyes and on my eyelids. So using the Morphe Artistry palette, I'm using the black in it. Honestly, you can use any black eyeshadow you like. And I'm taking a flat brush and packing on powder over my eyelids, really in my crease, like focusing it in the crease because this does crease pretty easily, and going up underneath my eyes as well. Once that's done, it's on to the neck. So I did an upside down triangle on my neck. I'm carving out my jawline right now, and then I go up over the ears just a little bit to bring that line up, start bringing it down my neck, end it in a point right in the hole between your collarbones, whatever that is. What is that? I'm like poking it right now. You guys can't see me. Fill that whole thing in. Using Ben Nye Master Cream palette in green, I'm going to end up contouring my collarbones with this shade, but the first shade we'll use is this shimmery green in this Wet n Wild Creme palette. I'm using this Sephora Airbrush Concealer Brush and buffing that green into my skin everywhere that the triangle is not. And then I'm going to take that down my neck as well, over my collarbones and just everywhere that skin is exposed. And then take the Ben Nye Master Cream palette in green to contour the collarbones. Now I'm going over the letters with the Wet n Wild Cream palette in that shimmery green that we used on the skin, and I'm tapping that over top of the white. Now you have to really just press this in. You can't use a swiping motion, at least not if you're using the NYX pencil, because it will mix with the cream. It just won't turn out as pigmented, so just use a pressing motion. So for the very bottom part of the triangle, I'm using Cover FX drops in Sunlight and taking that just at the very bottom of the triangle and lining it. Now, this concoction here, I made this with pure glycerin and a bunch of old gold eyeshadows that I didn't care about anymore. I crushed them up and put that into this little travel size bottle, shook it up, and you have like this gold liquid, this melting gold effect. I'm taking that on a small brush and pressing it against my face and then rolling to allow it to drip down my face. I'm doing that all along the bottom edge of the triangle. Now this can be messy. I do this seated for a while, but at the very end you'll see that I have a few more drips, and that's because I went to my bathroom sink and I did a few more drips. I was getting gold like everywhere, all over my lap. It was just dripping everywhere. Glycerin is very messy, by the way. I did the gold drips because I didn't think that the lines in the background were going to translate very well onto my face. I wanted to still create a lined effect, but just at the very bottom of the triangle and down my neck. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look. Tag Shane in this. Like, how cool would it be if he saw this video? Like, that would be a dream. Like, dude, I would be a mess. I'm inspired by him and everything he's been through. He's persevered. It's corny, but he did. He got through it, and he is pushing through the pain to keep bettering himself. I'm just so proud of him. I really am. I love you guys. I love you, Shane. I hope that I did you justice here. Just thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share this video. I will see you in my next video. I love you. Bye!